Is that limeade?
Yep.
I didn't know we had limeade.
Let's concentrate in the freezer.
Huh. That sounds refreshing.
Doesn't it sound good?
It doesn't sound refreshing right this second.
Well, it's not cold right this second.
I know, but like the concept of limeade.
Well, whenever it's tomorrow, it will be good.
Tomorrow, whenever it's tomorrow, we'll have the limeade then. Hello everyone, welcome to Monday. Oh, the house might not look better from the camera, I don't know. But I can tell you from being in here personally, things... Well, actually, there's some stuff that you can tell because like you can look over yonder and you can be like, oh, the cardboard's gone. So that's at least gone. The cardboard's gone. All the commingle stuff that was in the kitchen is gone. My parents actually were over here earlier and they helped us clean stuff up for a few hours. I am forever indebted to them for lending a helping hand. We're trying to start early, really, in cleaning the house for Extra Life because Extra Life is 2.5 weeks-ish away. I'm going to keep saying the date on the vlogs because what I want people to do is I want them to get out their smartphones and say, hey, smartphone, whatever your smartphone is, remind me on October 23rd at, I don't know, 11 a.m. Eastern that Extra Life is happening. That's an hour start, but then you're at least up and moving and you have a good breakfast. October 23rd is Extra Life. We are gearing up for it. It is the biggest event of the year for us.
Yep.
Probably. I mean, Coliseum is big. But like, that's a group effort, and the pressures of Coliseum are split, in my opinion, like amongst all of the participants, whereas the pressures of Extra Life are very much on us. So I would say that's a bigger event. I'd say Extra Life is a bigger event because it's relying on us to make sure that it goes well. We're excited about it, but also we're starting to clean now because there's just a lot to do. We haven't done the best job of keeping the house super, super tidy. Like, it hasn't been a complete pigsty or anything, but it's not been the cleanest it could have been. Part of that, and I've talked about this on the vlog before, and I feel like other people do this, we tend not to clean the house thoroughly unless we have company coming over. And that kind of has stopped for a while. We haven't really had a lot of people over at the house because of the pandemic, and as a result, the times where we would be like, oh God, people are coming, we should really, really clean, slows. And it's just, you don't realize how big of a difference it makes until you like get in there and do it. And again, I don't know how much you can tell from video, but like things are way cleaner in here. And there's still a lot to do. We didn't try and accomplish like everything today. We just tried to do a little bit today. But the stuff that we did, like it's really good. And again, I owe a huge thank you to my parents for coming over and lending a helping hand because we need it. To be perfectly honest, like we need help. We're trying to, at any given time, we're trying to juggle too many things. And that's one of the reasons why stuff like cleaning gets behind, is because
There's a lot going on.
We're busy. We're just really, really busy. And there's so much other stuff to talk about. We'll talk about next month. And we're busy because of that too, but we'll get to that. In the meantime, it feels good to have everything just a little bit cleaner, looking a little bit better, and I'm grateful. Tonight was also disc only. You can listen to that wherever podcasts are heard. Went pretty well. I was actually pretty happy with how everything happened. We did it a day early. We normally do it on Tuesday. We did it on Monday because Jared is unavailable tomorrow, I think is the story behind it. So we did it a day early. And that's fine. The only difference is it led right into John's show because he actually does a stream normally on Mondays. But the show was good. I highly recommend you get around to giving it a listen. It's probably worth an hour of your time. We heavily discuss the order in which we shower. we learned a lot about Jared. We learned that he stands in the shower and uses his phone, which, again, that's not illegal. You can do whatever you want, but it's still one of the most bizarre things I think I've ever heard. We're ending off the evening, after having gotten a good bit done today, with some cupcakes. I don't know if I filmed them the other night, actually, whenever we were at my parents' house, but my mom had picked up some cupcakes for her. Oh, yeah, we did, because we filmed her blowing out the candle.
Yeah.
Well, there were more cupcakes than just the ones on our plates. There was a few extra, and my parents were like, oh, why don't you take these home? And we did. And I'm actually going to roll this into a viewer question, because I'm curious. My parents had picked up these cupcakes, and they were, how many was it? Probably a dozen or more.
Yeah.
And they were half chocolate, half vanilla for the cupcake cake part. And my mom had taken them to work and offered them to some of her coworkers, and almost all of her coworkers took the vanilla ones. And whenever she offered us a cupcake last night, there was 2 vanilla left, and then there was a bunch of chocolate. And my mom was like, which one, would you like? And it's her birthday, so Mal and I are like, well, which one do you want? We'll make sure you get the one you like. And she said, well, I prefer chocolate. And we were like, okay. Mal and I took vanilla. And my parents thought that was kind of unusual. They're like, oh, that's so interesting. Like, a bunch of our coworkers took vanilla, but, both of us prefer chocolate. And my parents were actually kind of confused that I didn't take chocolate. They were like, that's so weird. They're like, I feel like we always do chocolate cake for you. And I'm like, I don't care. It's cake. All cake is good cake. I don't care what the cake is. But generally, if I was going to pick out a cake for myself in the store, I probably would do vanilla cake. And why? I don't know. I think part of it is that I generally don't want things to be super, super sweet. I like sweet things, but I don't want them to be overly sweet unless I'm crossing that threshold. There's a specific threshold where you get into the triple double dark devil pound cake. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's got the sprinkles and the fudge and the if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna commit.
Yeah.
But if I'm not doing that, then just cake doesn't even have to have icing. Strong opinions. Anyway, the viewer question is, you're offered a cupcake. The icing is the same on both. One is vanilla, one is chocolate. Which do you choose? I'm kind of expecting this to be relatively the same.
I have to be in a specific mood. Sometimes I want vanilla, sometimes I want chocolate.
Yeah, but on average. You gotta pick an on average.
Vanilla.
Yeah, that's me. And I'm not opposed to chocolate. And if only chocolate cupcakes are available, I'll eat one. I don't hate them.
Yeah.
It's not a 90-10 split for me. It's I don't know, 55-45 or something. Chocolate's fine, but I would rather have vanilla. I'm gonna rather have a cupcake right now. We don't have vanilla. These are both chocolate, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Okay, well.
There was only 2 vanilla, we ate them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, well. It's our bedtime snack. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?